Hey troops, Roxee here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of Winter Resort Simulator Season 2. And just look at that view, absolutely beautiful. Right, so it's the end of the first day. We've got 12 minutes until the resort's going to be closing down, so we need to get down the bottom and close our ropeway down because there'll be no people using it, but we will still be getting charged for electricity and all that. If we look at our financials, so at the end of the day, we've made just under 20,000, but our expenses is really high, and that's mainly from the roadways and the slopes, with a bit of the vehicle and equipment going in there as well. Tiny little bit for the catering, but as you can see, that's how much we've made. And the profit's going down and down and down as the minutes go by. So I am going to throw my skis on, and we are going to, where's the front of my skis? Hello. Oh, there they are. So we're going to head down to the bottom. We're going to close the ropeway down, and we can then look at doing some grooming. So yeah, you can see, look at the state of the slopes now compared to when it was all groomed. It looks really nice and smooth, and obviously now, oh, I shouldn't, nope, we'll decline you for now. Obviously now that it's been thoroughly used throughout the day, and potentially a little bit of snow dropping down as well, it doesn't look so so smooth. So yeah, we've got about 10 minutes. I'm not seeing anyone, so most people are probably gone now. I can see someone in front by the looks of it. And if we just go to our slopes and look at the condition, it's back down to 0% with 93% snow on there. Some people still at the cafe, restaurant. It does look cool. Look at the night lighting. It looks really cool. Now skiing, for some reason, I don't know why, but it isn't in multiplayer. So that's a little bit of a bummer. What's this icon here? I haven't. Well, this is one of the ones to explain about the slopes, I guess. Yeah, it's oh, for the skiing, tells you how to ski. But we are doing that already. Thank you very much. So it is a lot quicker to come down this way than using the ropeway or walking down. And it's quite basic ski mechanics, left and right. And when you're on the flat, you can use your poles to move a little bit quicker, and then you have a stop, which is literally the stopping. So yeah, quite basic, but it does the job. Right, we're down the bottom. Let's stop here. Oh, that was a good break. And let's go into walking mode, and let's get this all closed down. Right, so how do we do this? First thing we need to do is we need to close the entrance so that no one else can jump on the cables. So we need to, on the touchpad, we need to zoom in a little bit. On the entrance, we need to click close. Close that down. We can then set this to full speed, so that will make everything move a little bit quicker for when they're coming back in. Passenger barrier we're going to set to 0, so definitely no one's coming in now. That's all closed. The portioner switch, which is outside the main office, which is this one here, portioner, that needs to be set to close. And then on the office panel we need to go to service mode. So from passenger we now have to go to service mode. We can log off on here, so log off station, switch off control, emergency stop. Where is should be log off. Have I missed something here? Right. Entrance is closed. Yep. Make sure that is in the closed position. Yes, it is. Oh, I need to stop the ropeway first, don't I? Derp. So if I come over to here and click stop, that'll be why we can't log off. So that goes to close. So let me just go through that one again because I missed one little bit out. So we come in here, we go on to the entrance and then click close access barriers. Once we've done that, we can put it onto full speed. We then close the passenger barriers, put that to a position of 0, go to the portioner switch here, put that on close, then we go over to the panel there on the ropeway and stop the carriers. Obviously this will be after we've made sure that there's no passengers on the ropeway. Then we go on to service mode. Then we can log off. Log off station, there it is. We then go onto the touch panel, we go parking, and then we go to a garage. And we can close that down. And then we go to this, we can open you back up again, and then this panel we need to click on a swing switch to a garage. So the switch here, click on a garage. You need to turn the control switch on. Right, so we need to go W1, which is this one here, needs to be in. W2, which is the one below it, needs to be out. W3, which is over here, needs to be out. So one is in and then the next 3 is out. So W3 is out and W4 needs to be out. So let's just double check. 1 is in, 2 is out, 3 is out, and 4 needs to be out as well. There we go. We can then reset on here. So reset, and then we come to this panel and reset operation. We can hear it kicking in, and then we can click the start button. And then we need to click mark CIS. So this just lets us know that this is going to be the last one, and it'll let the person at the top also know it's the last one. If there was anyone up there, of course. And then we just got a bit of a pause now because we need to wait for the motor to fill in. It's kind of backwards from the way we let them out. So once the first rack's done and the middle rack is done, we then need to fill up the end rack. But that will come apparent, so I'll let this run for a little bit. We'll just put it on 5 times so it's not too slow, so you can see how it's all working, and then we'll skip forward a bit until we need to flick our next switch. You can see they're all going all the way down here. So fill up that far track, it'll fill up this middle track, but then once the middle track is full, they'll automatically stop here, and then we then need to close this W2 track so that we can continue down this track here. So that is how it all works. Pretty cool process actually, if you ask me. Right, so I'll skip forward time until we're flicking it over to the next part, and then we'll skip forward again when it's nearly done. Okay, so we are almost coming to the last one or two going in there, and then these should automatically stop once that's all full. It should be there, so let's flick this over now to in. And then you can go and fill up the end rack. So cool how this all works. I mean, hats off to the developers for the detail that they put in this. It's really good. Very clever. Anyway, let's get forward time again and bring you back once the last carrier is on its way in. And here it is, the last carrier on its way in. All neatly tucked in. Let's let these last couple get onto the rack, and then we can hit the stop button. There are a few stop buttons around. I'm guessing that you can hit any of them. That is a guess. We shall see once that gets to the end and stops. So let's click the stop button. Yes, we can. So like I say, it doesn't matter where you are, click on the stop button and it will stop. Right, so we need to go over to the control panel here and put that on back onto a position as 0. We can then get myself all backed up into there. Let's close the doors and the gate. In fact, what we need to do, sorry, I have missed one little bit out. No, I haven't. It's out here. We need to hit the circulation button on there. Then we can come inside, up to the touchpad, parking, and turn off garage. We can close that down. We can turn the system off, and then we can turn all of the lights off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we close this down, or garage it as it's known. And I don't know why you are stood there, young lady. We are closed. We are closed. Goodbye. Right, so let's have a look at our finances now. So obviously now we're not running anything, it's all come to a halt, and we're still in a profit, so that's good. Not a lot, 2,700 euros. It's better than nothing, I guess, but you know, if we want to purchase anything, it's going to take us an awfully long time to do that. So I don't know whether this will pick up over the days and weeks as it gets more popular, or whether we're going to have to take out a loan to purchase something to make some more money. But here's the thing, right? This is the little thing that's going to get me a little bit. If we look at investments, so I'm looking at purchasing the Alm restaurant. which is, have I gone past it? Here it is. So if I want to purchase it, it's almost $500,000. So obviously that's not going to happen anytime soon. I could rent it, right, for 7,200. But if I go back into the finances and I look at our revenue, it doesn't really explain how much we've earned from our current restaurant. And I don't know whether it's going to... Oh, it does show it. Right, so today's revenue, has that even changed? I'm a little bit confused with this. Maybe we'll see what it says on the next day. But either way, if we've only made 3.3 thousand, then renting this for 7,000, I can't see working, to be honest. I just don't see how that's going to work because we'll have to see. Either way, what we're going to do is we are going to prepare the slopes. Now here's another thing. This has been less than 12 hours. Is it less? Yeah, less than 12 hours, and it's on back to 0%. I'm a little bit confused. If we was to groom this now, what's the condition of this snow going to be like in the morning? There's only one way to find out, I guess. Obviously there's going to be no one skiing on it, but I don't know what's going to happen with any snowfall that we might get overnight. Trial and error. Obviously I've not done this yet to find out for sure, so we shall experience this together. Close the door, open you up, jump in here. Right, let's get some lights on, get the beacon on, get those lights on. Groomer is up. Let's come out. Close this back behind us. Right, so I wanted to also see our finances, vehicles and equipment. I'm just going to make a note of that. 4,285.67. Just want to see how much this is going to cost us, and if anything else changes as well. So I will also make a note of our profit and loss. Profit loss is 2,724.16. So we'll just see, obviously, if we're losing money getting all of the slopes prepared. Right, close the door. Right, this is, like I said, this is going to be a long process. Probably 2 hours. So yes, not an exciting thing to do, but for the purpose of experimentation, let us drop the groomer down. Yes, for the purpose of experimentation, so we can obviously get some money coming in straight away in the morning. We'll get this all ready. Pretty much going to go over, you can almost see where the slope's been used, so I'm guessing that's all we need to do. So yeah, I find this very therapeutic. It's nice and relaxing. Just put some music on in the background, chill out, go up and down, put on cruise control. So I don't have to sit here with my finger down on the button all the time and just do my little adjustments left and right. And that's it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll catch up with you once this slope has been done. It's going to take a good couple of hours, like I say. I'm going to leave. I'm actually going to speed up the time. No, I'm going to leave it on normal time. So we'll have this done hopefully around. Oh, look, it's snowing. Yes. I didn't actually know that it snowed. Oh, I'm going to have to take a screenshot of that. Didn't know it snowed. Obviously, I know the game simulates snow, but I've never actually seen snow. That's really cool. So yeah, so hopefully we'll have this done in game time by 7 o'clock in the evening. It's a little bit later than that in real life, but I shall catch up with you soon. Alrighty, so we have pretty much done as much as I can see on slopes 13 and 16. Oh look, that guy or girl I should say has finally gone from there. Yeah, I've done as much as I can see, and you can see it's all nice and smooth. However, when I look at the slopes, it's on 85% and 83% preparation, so I am missing some bits somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but it hasn't taken me the 2 hours that I thought. It would seem that there was areas at the top that when I was testing out to see how long it was going to take me, and I got up to 60%, there was areas at the top that I was grooming that when I was checking the percentage never went down. So it seems that there's a big chunk of area that I was grooming that isn't actually the slope, it's just I guess no man's land, if you want to call it that. So I actually wasted a big chunk of time when I tested it out on an area that I didn't need to do. So an hour, and I've done 85% roughly. Oh, what's this message here? Messages. Slope grooming. If possible, you should groom the slopes in the evening. During the night, the slopes will freeze and become hard, which makes the slope last longer. However, if there is snow during the night, you should groom in the morning to remove fresh snow, which could quickly cause moguls on the slope. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm actually going to leave it at 85% and park this baby up for the night. And then what I'll do is, if this is taking me an hour to do 85%, so if I jump on around about 7 o'clock in the morning and just see if it needs a quick fresh going over, and then we can get slopes open ready for 8:30. Sounds like a plan. Oh, and finances as well. It has been going down. So if I have a look at the finances, so I'm not sure about everything else because I wasn't looking at everything else, but certainly the vehicles and the overall profit and loss. It's come down about 1.7 thousand, 1,700 euros on our overall profit, and the vehicle has been about 1.3, so something else has been going down as well. I'm not quite sure what. I should have took a screenshot, but maybe you guys can rewind the video and have a little look yourself if you're really interested. But either way, at the end of the working day, we're still in a profit of about 1,000, so it's not great, but a profit is better than a loss in my eyes. So we'll get this parked up. Let's jump out, get the gate open. The wind and the snow, so cool. I'm actually sat here. Oh, okay, well, that's not so good. The graphics at night time, the lighting and the fact that it snows indoors is kind of ruining my immersion a little bit, but hey ho. I suppose it's not going to be perfect, is it? Let's get parked up in here. Oh, turn the light off actually. Right, lights off, and we can come off. Jump out again, close the door, close this down, and close the door behind us. And then we shall jump in our car and go to our little chalet. So that is it for this episode, guys. So episode 1, we showed you how to get the slope up and running for Falkeneckbahn. I'm probably completely plagiarising that name, but Falkeneckbahn. Episode 1 was showing you how to get it all up and running, and I briefly went through how to do grooming. Episode 2, this one, is showing you how to close the ropeway down, and we did a little bit more grooming. So tomorrow morning in-game, which will be episode 3, we will touch up on the grooming, get that all sorted out prior to opening up, and then we'll get it opened up for 8:30 in the morning, and we'll just see how our finances go for a whole day, getting it opened on a decent time. And I also want to see whether, now that everything's all packed away, whether we still lose money anywhere. I'm actually going to take a quick screenshot of that so I can compare it with the morning, because I'll be a little bit sad if we are losing money even when we're not doing anything, because then that's going to mean that we're basically going to constantly be at a loss until we find the tipping point of earning money. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already a subscriber. My plan is, when I hit 500 subscribers, which are not too far away, yeah, when I hit, oh, sorry mister, yeah, when I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a bit of a giveaway, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I shall put details in the video once we hit 500. Anyway, I'm home, so I'm going to tuck up for the night, and I shall see you guys in the morning. Take care and goodbye.